Hi everyone on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and football fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 7 and my picks for Week 8 for the 2023 NFL season. Check it out. Well, for me this week, it was probably one of the worst weeks I ever had in my entire videos ever after all the years of doing this. And for straight up, I went 5-8. Against the spread, 5-8 as well. But the only good thing about it, my over and under, I went above 500 on that one. I went 2-1. So overall, straight up, 1645 all over the year. Against the spread, 51-50 overall in the year. And over and under, 9-15-1 overall in the year. Hey, thoughts about week 7? Jacksonville and New Orleans. Hey, Jacksonville, they're on a really dominant stretch right now. Probably because of the defense, and Trevor Lawrence is playing some solid plays. The Las Vegas Raiders, I just have to say, I think it's time for a change for the head coaching position. And probably bring back Josh McDaniels as the back of the offensive coordinator for the Patriots. That's how I feel about the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, Cleveland and Indianapolis. It was a close game. I didn't expect it to be that high a game. But hey, Cleveland won. Buffalo and my Patriots. I will say this. That was our Super Bowl. So, I admit, I thought Buffalo was going to run over us all day, but hey, my Patriots pulled it off and got the game-winning touchdown. Probably Mac Jones' first game-winning touchdown since it was a rookie. He played solid. Pretty good of him. Now, question is, Bill Belichick got the 300 win. Now I heard he has a 4-year contract. Now, question remains: what's the future hold for Mac Jones? If they decide to go be a top 5 draft pick, are they going to get an offensive line to get some protection, or are they going to get some weapons? Or what's going to be the deal? So they're all going to be questioning on that right now. But as of right now, we're enjoying the moment as we finally beat Buffalo at home for the first time since Tom Brady left in 2019. Tom Brady's last home game against Buffalo. So, anyways, that being said, Washington, the New York Giants. It just shows Washington is just pretty bad. Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Well, I would say Atlanta played solid football. That's all I could say. They hold on to win. Detroit and Baltimore. If you would have told me that Detroit was going to lay an egg on that game, I would have thought you were crazy. But they did. The LA Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was a game that I was very impressed by Kenny Pickett. That's to say the least on that one. The Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Seattle did what they needed to do. That's all I can tell you. Green Bay and Denver. It goes to show you that Jordan Love needs more experience. Now, I'm not going to say he's a scrub or anything like that. I don't think he's that far out yet. But I will say this. This is a learning process for Jordan Love to get over the hump and just learning how the NFL works and go from there. The Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. Kansas City is on a tear with Taylor Swift is in attendance. No comment, but hey, good for Travis Kelce. That's all I can tell you on that one. But hey, if they're happy together, then be happy. I don't care. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. But hey, if Travis Kelce wants to be with her, let him be with them. I'm not a guy who wants to talk about personal lives or anything like that. That's not me. But hey, whatever they're doing, that's their business. But hey, good for Travis Kelce. That's all I can tell you. Anyways, that being said, well, speaking of that, ever since Taylor Swift going to the games, his average is going up. When she's not there, it was like average 47 and stuff like that. Hey, good for him. But anyways, that being said, Miami and the Philadelphia Eagles, I was dead wrong about that one. And so I was dead wrong about San Francisco and Minnesota. Kirk Cousins pulled off a primetime game. That's like a Christmas miracle right there. Anyways, that being said, those are my thoughts for Week 7. Let's get on to my Week 8 picks. Okay, before I get to my picks, I'm going to let you know there's no buys this week, so everyone's playing this week. So play what you want to play on your fantasy footballs this week or on your or whatever, or your dynasty leagues too. So If you're thinking about buys this week, not this week. So just I want to give you a warning on that one right now. So anyways, that being said, let's kick things off in the Thursday night game with the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, this game, I expect Buffalo to be really angry about what happened last past week when they lost to my Patriots. As for the Tampa Bay, they're coming up with a loss too. So this could be a close game. So to me, I'm kind of surprised not to pick them. Well, because I probably could see why they did, because Baker Mayfield's thrown in at least one interception in the last 4 games. So I think that's probably why. Yeah. So anyways, that being said, but it's gonna be a close call, but I think Buffalo has the better team. So I'm gonna take the Buffalo Bills over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this game. In Buffalo. On the line though, I'll give Tampa Bay this. Buffalo's favored by 7.5 in this game. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay plus 7.5. The Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. Now, this is a battle between two teams that are really going in a high stretch right now. The LA Rams look like they could be a wild card team. Dallas looks like they're going to be the top team in the NFC East. But it's in Dallas, and Dallas has home field. So I'm going to take Dallas over the LA Rams in this game. On the lineup, Dallas is favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take Dallas minus 6.5. The Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Now, this is what I'm going to say, that how the Vikings played last night, and how I'm going to say about Jordan Love right now. Usually I would say go to not trust Kirk Cousins in this one, but this case, how he played last night, I'm probably going to go with Kirk Cousins just for this case scenario, because it's not a primetime game, and he played really well. And to say the least, I don't hate Kirk Cousins, I'll just say the least. I just don't like the fact that he does how he handles the situations. It's kind of like similar to Mac Jones in a way. Like, he doesn't make best decision makings like Mac Jones does. And if both quarterbacks can learn that, I think they could be great quarterbacks. So, anyways, that being said, but I do trust him on this edge because I think he has more supporting cast than Green Bay does right now. So I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings over the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau in this game. On the lineup, Minnesota's favored by, Green Bay is a slight upset. So I'm going to take Green Bay is favored by 1.5 in this game. I'm going to take Minnesota plus 1.5. The Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. There's a lot of questions going on in Tennessee right now due to the fact that Ryan Tannehill's injury and everything, and they have a lot of problems right now. And congratulations to Mike Vrabel, who went to the Patriots Hall of Fame this past weekend. Congratulations, and Dante Salmacchia too. So I wanted to give a big shout out to them too, to that one. But to say the least, Mike Vrabel, I think he could be in the hot seat if they don't win this game right now. And to say the least, I think that's going to really happen right now. I don't know, Keith Bailey, do you agree with me on that one? If you hear me out on this one, let me know. So anyways, that being said, I think Atlanta is going to beat out Tennessee in Tennessee. So I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons over the Tennessee Titans in this game. On the line, Atlanta's favored by 1.5 in this game. I'm going to take Atlanta minus 1.5. The New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. Now, this is when I'm going to say that the Anthony Richardson situation and all the injuries on the Colts right now, I don't know. So until they figure those out, I'm taking the New Orleans Saints over the Indianapolis Colts in this game. On the lineup, it's a slight upset. The Colts are favored by 1 in this game. I'm going to take New Orleans minus 1. The Miami Dolphins and my New England Patriots. Now, I will give the Patriots credit what's credit. They're playing division opponents really tough this year. Really tough. So this is why I'm going with this. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins in Miami to win on the line over against my New England Patriots. Hate to admit it, we struggle against Miami. Bill Belichick is 9-14, I think it's something like that. Even with Tom Brady with there, so it's a struggle. So I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins over my Patriots in this game. On the line, I'll give my Patriots this. The Dolphins are favored by 10 in this game. I'll take my Patriots plus 10. The New York Jets and the New York Giants. A battle in New York, same stadium. So it's technically a home for both teams right now. But the New York Giants are the designated home team, and the New York Jets are the designated road team. To say the least on that one, the New York Jets are a better defensive game right now, and that's where it's going to go. So I'm going to take the New York Jets over the New York Giants in this game. On the line, though, the Jets are favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take the Jets minus 3. Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I would say the least right now, Jacksonville is an all-rounded ball club right now compared to Pittsburgh Steelers, they're rebuilding, and it's in Pittsburgh too. So I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. But on the line, no, Jacksonville's rated by 2 in this game. I'm going to take Jacksonville -2. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. I have no comment on the Washington Commanders besides they're just a bad football team. And that's why I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles over the Washington Commanders in this game, because Philadelphia's an all-rounded ball club. On the line, no, Philadelphia's favored by 6 in this game. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles -6.5. And it's the battle of the number 1 overall draft pick versus the number 2 overall draft pick, which was the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers, respectively. One team's going in the right direction, another team is not. And you can say who is, because it was I think Carolina was the number 1 overall draft pick last year. I got to look that one up. I think it was Carolina. Then number 2 was Houston. So, C.J. Stroud having much better results than Bryce Young right now. So, I will give C.J. Stroud this. He learned a lesson on that one, how to lose the football game. That's exactly what happened. I'll give Houston this one. I think they're gonna go out in Carolina and get a victory on this one against the Carolina Panthers. On the lineup, Houston's favored by 3 in this game. I'm gonna take Houston -3. The Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Now, this game I expect to be a close game. I think it could be a one-way street battle. They're both identical on both offense and defense. So I think this is going to be a close game. But it's in Seattle. I think that's why they're going to have the home field. So I'm going to take Seattle over Cleveland in this game. On the lineup, I'll give Cleveland this. They could win this game. Seattle's favored by 2.5 in this game. I'll take Cleveland +2.5. Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes is still undefeated in Kansas City against Denver. Unless Denver tries to rebuild or try to get things organized, I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs over the Denver Broncos in Denver. On the lineup, Kansas City is favored by 8 in this game. I'm going to take Kansas City -8. The Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. All right, I admit, Baltimore and Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson had one of the best games he had in his career. Props to him. Now they're going to face Arizona. I don't expect to do something like that against Arizona because I'm surprised how Arizona's playing well on defense. So I think they're rebuilding too, but in a better situation. So that being said, I like the Baltimore Ravens over the Arizona Cardinals in this game, but I think it's going to be a close game, but I think they'll cover enough. Because on the lineup, Baltimore's favored by 8.5 in this game. I'll take Baltimore -8.5. If it was over 8.5, like at least 9, 10 or something like that, I would have taken Arizona. So, anyways, keep that in mind. Anyways, that being said, San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati coming off a bye week. San Francisco coming off of a tough loss. It's at home in San Francisco. This can go either way. Both identical right now. But the only difference, San Francisco has the best surrounding cast than Cincinnati does. And that being said, I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers over the Cincinnati Bengals in this game. On the lineup, I'll give Cincinnati this. The 49ers are favored by 5.5 in this game. I'll get Cincinnati +5.5. In fact, both teams are banged up right now, just to say the least. So, anyways, on Sunday Night Football, the LA Chargers and the Chicago Bears. Now, congratulations to the Chicago Bears. They got a victory. Now, they got the LA Chargers, who are struggling in their own right on defense. And I think it's going to cost them the game right now. Well, I think it's going to be too close of a call on defense. They're probably one of 2 of the worst defenses in football, so I expect to be something. Someone's going to gotta give on that one. So, I'm going to say the LA Chargers over the Chicago Bears because they're at home. So, on the lineup, I'll give Chicago this. The Chargers are favored by 8.5 in this game. I'll take Chicago +8.5. And the Detroit Lions and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, for this game, I expect it to be a really close battle on this one. I think it's going to be a really too close of a game. So, I'm going to say Detroit over the Las Vegas Raiders because I don't trust the Vegas Raiders right now. On the lineup, Detroit is found favored by 8 in this game. I'm going to take Detroit -8. Okay, I apologize not doing the over and unders right now because I had to wait for the over and unders so they didn't come out yet. So, anyways, they're finally out, so I'll get you my primetime over and under games right now. So, anyways, starting off with the Buffalo Bills and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How I think the over and under is going to go, I think it's going to be too close of a call, personally. I think this is going to be a really close one. I think we could see some high numbers. We could not. It's like a coin flip. What could happen? Especially with Baker Mayfield, what he's doing the last several weeks, and how Josh Allen's been doing. It can go either way. So, anyways, the over and under is 42 on this one. So, I think for this one, it's a gutsy one. I'm not sure if this one's going to pay off, but I'm going to go the over 42 in this game. And for the second primetime game, the over and under game, the LA Chargers and the Chicago Bears. For this one, I don't know either. This could be I was debating on this one as well, but the way how both teams are mediocre on defense right now, in the way that the LA Chargers are doing offensively, they've both been struggling too. That one, this can go. I can't expect to be a high scoring game as well, so I may have to go with the over and under is 46.5 though. So I don't expect to be a high scoring game in this one. I expect to be a low scoring game in this one, but I'm gonna go for the under 46.5 in this game. And the last over and under game is the Monday Night Football game with the Vegas Raiders and Detroit Lions. Now, I expect to be the Detroit Lions, like I mentioned on my Guess the Spread and my Straight Up. The Detroit Lions are probably really frustrated about what happened against Baltimore. They're probably going to take it on the Las Vegas Raiders. And to say the least of that one, I don't expect the Vegas to be something like crazy as well, because they're having some problems as well. So that case scenario, for the over and under, it's 45.5 in this one. So I'm going to be shooting for the under 45.5 on this one, because I can't see Vegas doing something in this. Unless they can cover the 49ers can cover the 40. Unless Detroit can cover the 45 of their own, which I can't see that either. So, but until then, I'm gonna go for the under 45.5 for that game. Okay, shout out this week is a good prognosticator. Check out Keith Bailey. He's also the Titans guru. If you have any questions about the Tennessee Titans, he's your guy on that one. Until then, you can check him out and the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticator page in the description down below right here. Until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off saying, rock out.